I came from a place where the rivers were so polluted that they caught on fire because of the chemicals floating in the water. I came from a place next to a lake in which the lake no longer qualified as water because the oxygen had been sucked out of the lake and it was inert liquid and no longer qualified as H2O. I came from a place where the city had been denuded of every single one of the trees. The Dutch elm disease had come in and destroyed every elm tree, which was the glory of the city of Buffalo, New York. That's what I came from. We were warned by people like Rachel Carson about what could happen if we were not good stewards of the earth. And I had heard that in Hawaii, they were stewards of the Aina. They were stewards of the earth. And that's what the Democratic Party is all about. We are stewards of the Aina, stewards of the earth here in Hawaii. This is the legacy of the Hawaiians. And they talk about one-party rule. One-party rule. What are they talking about? There's no competition among the Republicans. The only competition that ever takes place is among us as Democrats. Why do you think Malama Salomon and I were arm wrestling down on the Senate floor? You want to talk about competition? Some of you old-timers, you can remember what Frank Fossey and Tom Gill went at it, and George Ariyoshi and Jack Burns. And some of you even saw that Movie Hanneman and Neil Abercrombie have had a tussle or two, but they're here tonight joined together. Here's the Democratic Party right here. Here's the Democratic Party right here. We've been up and we've been down. I was saying to Movie earlier today, we've been on both sides of that ledger. I've been on the winning side and on the losing side, believe me. I almost said that's the long and the short of it. Oh, what a clever boy. But that's been the Democratic Party. We know what that's all about. And I sat there tonight saying to Cliff Suji that because he was so alert and got me that fan, that he could have anything he wanted. To hell with Russell and Denny and the rest of these guys. Number one is Suji. Because he has initiative. We got to do some more research on these flies up at the College of Tropical Agriculture. What do you think? That's what we're going to. We're going to be looking out for people, and we're going to be looking out for the future. Let me tell you, I'm proud to have been a member of the Hawaii State Legislature in the Democratic Party. I'm proud to have been a member of the City Council on Oahu in the Democratic Party. I'm proud and grateful for the opportunity to have represented the state of Hawaii and the United States of America in the People's House, the House of Representatives, for 20 years. It fills me with gratitude to know that I had the opportunity to come here from that 5,000 miles away, like other people coming from 5,000 and many miles more than that away to Hawaii, to have the opportunity to be accepted in the spirit of aloha. Just as everyone before us here at this grand rally, as recipients of this grand legacy of the Democratic Party here in Hilo, look around this room and what do you see? You see the same thing that the President of the United States saw. And he said tonight that what he misses most, and what he looks forward the most, and what he longs for the most, as he seeks to come back here this Christmas yet once again, is the diversity of Hawaii. That defines us rather than divides us. He said that today. That is the spirit of aloha. Our definition, our description of each other. Not on the basis of what we look like. Not on the basis of what our name is. Not on the basis of where we came or when we came. but rather on the basis of what can we contribute? What can we give to one another? That's what island people do. Island people understand that we don't conquer nature. We're not dominating the world around us. We're a part of it. We are synchronized with one another in a spirit of aloha. We understand what ahupua'a means, from the mountain to the sea. It means we're all connected together. Each of us gives of our own talents, of our own creativity, of our own initiative, and we join that together for the common good of all. That's what makes family. That's what makes community. That's what makes ohana. That's what makes lokahi. That makes us pono. I'm looking forward. Brian and I are looking forward to working with the legislature and with the councils and with the mayors and not against them. That's what we're going to be able to do. And that's why all of us are calling out to you tonight. We know this is streaming across the whole state tonight. In fact, all of you, if someone says to you on Oahu, I saw you. I know you. You're famous, huh? You were at the Grand Rally in Hilo. The one where Abercrombie made that great speech. Aren't you glad you were there? Yes. That's why we're reaching out to you with the streaming, and that's why we want to see you reach out and call. Now, you've been asked by everybody, including Senator Noy. Now, you turn Senator Noy down. You cannot turn Senator Noy down. Okay? You cannot be. I'm not gonna turn him down. I can tell you that. We want you to reach out to your friends for Colleen Hanabusa. And the reason we want Colleen Hanabusa is we do want the team there. We need the team that's going to be backing the President of the United States up. Right now you have people trying to thwart him, to get in his way, to be an obstacle. We want people to be able to support him in the agenda, the people's agenda, for the United States and for Hawaii. That's what we're going to be able to do, to look out for everybody. If you want energy independence, and this big island is the grand rally place for energy independence. If we want economic recovery that is more than just real estate speculators and shipping our kids out of the state, that's what the University of Hawaii at Hilo and the new university that's going to come up on the west side of the Big Island, the west side of the Big Island is going to have its share of higher education too. That's coming. If you want to have food security, and the Big Island of Hawaii is the breadbasket for the entire state, if you want these things, then you want a Democratic governor and a Democratic legislature working together on behalf of all of the people of Hawaii. And so I'm reaching out, and Brian is reaching out, and Senator Noy and Mufi Hanneman and everybody here on the stage is reaching out. And all of you folks that are out here reaching out to one another, heart to heart, soul to soul, all of us understanding that we have this great opportunity to cast a vote. That's what we're asking for. That's what this rally is about. That's why you're here tonight. Because you know how precious that vote is. You know that all of those who stood on a shore somewhere, sometime in the past, it could have been centuries ago, like the Polynesians, looking at the heavens, trusting that they would make it. Having faith that they could use their initiative to make it to paradise. Even those who may have come just this afternoon seeking the same thing, full of hope, full of faith, full of trust, that they're going to be able to have a better life for them and their families. That's what everyone here is all about. That's the legacy. I'm looking at Dwight right now. That's the legacy that your father taught me about. God bless Yoshua Takamiti and everything that he meant to the Democratic Party and to me. This is the legacy that we have. If it's a generation after generation here represented, or it's among the young kids that I saw today coming from the Laotian families, a kid like Andy South. A kid like Andy South with Project Runway. Graduated from Honolulu Community College. You know, I was over at Honolulu Community College when Andy South, the designer, national television, made the finals, Lincoln Center, a designer, fashion designer from Hawaii. And he was the third one to make it. You know, you make it the first time, you're lucky. When you have second and third time, that's a pattern, and that means that we've got the talent right here in Hawaii. I see in Andy South, his mother, his family came from Laos. They're refugees from Laos. They're out in Waianae. They're making their own way. They're learning English as a second language, and their son is in a Project Runaway, one of the leading designers in the country. So if you just came last week from Laos, or you came centuries ago from the South Pacific as the Polynesian voyagers, no matter when you came to Hawaii, no matter who you are, we're all joined together in the aloha spirit. We have faith in one another. We have trust in one another. And the Democratic Party and this administration of Abercrombie and Schatz will honor that faith and respect that trust. We will never let you down. You can count on us. In Mua, Hawaii. Go forth and multiply.